Well, dude, I'm giving you free reign of it. All you can't do is get rid of stuff for like countering magic, but you can
Yeah,
swap
I
out
know.
anything else.
I just had another chance. I'm just picking at you. Alright, let's put the stream up there. So, recap. Let's see. Aside from the recap that I just put up for in the Lost Lore channel, but general things. So, Seven Deadly Sins have discovered that there's a mind flare in the Underdark that is called also known as Kori. Right. Who holds one of the divine sparks that was given to him by Zeos. After returning to the dwarven city Geardale, we saw that Zeos had begun making a more aggressive move on the world and was off the coast way...
Gnomish city.
Yeah. Same thing, whatever. They're all the same. Who cares? But we did notice that Zeos had begun to reach into our world and was eating up the ocean, killing the whales, the dolphins, all the wondrous sea life out there. And since this world does not have an Aquaman, it's up to us to go and... Oh, and the turtles. Yeah.
Can't forget the turtles.
Can't forget the turtles. Don't use them plastic straws, fellas. But Zeos is eating up the ocean. So we found that the main deterrent that we have to be able to postpone his invasion, or at least try and set him back as best we can, is to obtain another divine spark. The only location that we know of right now is the one that Kori has. Kori is also one of the prodigies. He's meant to be one of the next of the Elder Brain, and we know that Zerkarios from the hands. Why are you trying to hand? I can't look at you and hear you while I'm trying to talk at the same time. Yeah. Sure. It's like you're trying to talk to me while I'm in the middle of talking. I don't. All right, let's save that for after the recap. So, Kortho and Zarko are down in the Underdark with an army of Illithid that we need to go and deal with and to be able to try and obtain the spark. The longer we take, the more Zeos will end up destroying and make his way over towards the continent. So we ended up teleporting to Stormhaven, which is closer to the entrance to the Underdark, which is where Dorian was actually last left off. It's the home of his guild, the Order of Shield and Light, if I remember that right. We made contact with Dorian and the leaders of his guild, and Dorian has agreed to come with us. I also sent out with Velastrios' help, I sent a message out to Azrael, who is heading up the Spelljammer squad of the Dark Suns. And he said he was interested in helping us out with this little endeavor, and he'll be meeting up with us in Stormhaven to assist us with everything else. While at Stormhaven, we did go ahead and let the Grand Knight Duncan and the main leaders of Dorian's Guild be aware of the situation. Shortly afterward, we went to the library to do some research on the Mind Flayers. Shizzy kind of snuck off a little bit to do some extra research on Velastrios. Looking into one of his former adventuring pals, he found out that Velastrios' eye is actually the Eye of Vecna that he keeps hidden. Nobody else is aware of this but Shaz. But as it stands right now, we're just getting everything prepped and ready to head on down to the Underdark to go deal with some Mind Flayers, and we've also been warned that there's some Dwergar? Whatever the dark... Yeah, Dwergar.
Dorian spits just by you thinking about Dwergar.
So we know that they're going to be down there somewhere along the way that we got warned about. As far as everything else, nothing else is... there's nothing else that we know about except for Zarko. We do know that his brain pretty much got eaten up by the Illithids, so he's just nothing more than a puppet. But as it stands, we're just finishing up getting all of our preparations, everything ready. We'll be heading on out to the Underdark, and that's where we're at.
Aaron got enough about the Illithid that he kind of got a boost on their shit too.
Yeah. You don't have it as like a favorite enemy, but I'll give you a couple little perks.
But I get perks because I tried.
Yep, A for effort. So, Velastrios, the answer to the conversation that you're having with Griffin is a hard no. If you would like to role play that out, we can. But his answer is a very firm no.
Well, we didn't do it earlier in the past 2 weeks, so I'm gonna say negative on that RP.
Okay.
I would have been more willing if we would have done it 2 weeks ago or within the past 2 weeks, but with everybody here, no.
Well, if we did it, I would have them jump into another channel.
Or we could go into another channel.
Or that too. Do you want to do that?
To the Slob Bros.
Alright, hold off for just a second, guys.
Okay, guys, I'm so glad we got started. Because now guys are going to just leave the channel. We're just going to sit around. And do nothing.
Well, it also gives more time for Nick to be able to jump into.
Alright, you know what? It actually gives me time to look over Azrael's spell list, I guess, a little bit more. I don't know. You know what? We're going to have our own RP session. Because fuck those guys. Who says that they get to RP and we don't? Hey, Aaron!
What's up, Chess?
Hey, so I saw you read some books on the Illithids, man. You find anything good?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can probably have a little bit of a leg up on what we're going afterwards.
What'd you find out?
Well, whale!
Pull Gavin back in here. Let him tell you what you found out, and then we'll go on.
Pretty much
How you like being in the Dark Stones, man? Everything working out for you?
Yeah.
Still feeling it pretty good?
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
All right. So Well, actually, I will warn you. Things are gonna be different. It's gonna be a little different when we get to Angaria, so just be ready for that.
Yeah, why is it going to be different when we get to Angaria?
Well, Angaria is, I don't know. We do things a little differently out there. We kind of run that town with the House of Chance. So I cannot stress this enough. Angaria is basically divided between two main powers. There's the members of the House of Chance, and then there's us. So it can be a little tenuous at times, but let me warn you here. If we ever get to Angaria or anywhere else and you find out there's an employee, member, or anything at the House of Chance, don't start anything with them. Absolutely do not instigate a fight.
Gotcha.
Because it'll have some heavy repercussions. Something I kind of had to deal with in the past, so just so you know, people from the House of Chance are kind of off limits, and it's the same thing with us. They kind of, like I said, they run part of that town too, but they don't mess with us because they need us.
So, by the way, Sean, I don't know if Gavin told you, but the House of Chance thing, apparently he's going to have Aaron involved in that.
Okay, well, I mean, he was saying that would get suggested, if whether or not Aaron wanted to do that or not.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He also didn't give me a lot of information because I was at work when he...
I don't have any info
All
on it
right.
either.
So,
Info on what?
nothing.
We didn't. No, y'all want to go do your thing? We did ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had our own little RP
Okay.
powwow. Thank you very much.
Hey, that's fine.
By
I'll
the way,
go
me
back.
and Aaron, we now have Aaron and Feely, we all have our own secret handshake. Y'all missed out on it. We got matching tattoos.
That's fine.
Oh, nice. Are they dolphins?
That's okay. I'm just gonna go back and watch the stream, and then I'll know exactly
tramp
all of your
stamps?
secrets.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and censor the stream. I'm just gonna make it all just one black screen there.
That's
Or
fine.
goes on there.
That's fine. I'm a computer programmer. You don't know.
Dolphin tramp stamps. Nice. It's canon.
Thanks for opening your mouth, Sean.
Hey, the Society of Flippers stands strong. All right, we don't need
Sean,
to
what do you think about my persuasion roll right there, huh? It's a -2.
Dude, I gotta say that's actually pretty strong persuasion, regardless. Should have used a luck point, because then you could have gotten to roll twice more and been able to pick between all the dice rolls.
Yeah, I know.
So, where is everybody right now? I assume everybody's left the library, right?
I mean, if I got all the information that I was kind of looking for, then yeah, I don't know what we're picking up exactly at, because we kind of said, oh, well, everybody's back as for him, and
You're
meet
making
Azrael.
your way to Orgrim's Rest, the inn that you're staying at for the night.
Orgrim's Rest.
Orgrim's Rest.
Okay.
So you hear a voice over your shoulder, Shiziki. Now, what harrowing adventure have you specifically asked me to accompany you on? As you turn around and you see Azrael standing behind you.
that what Azrael sounded like? Sounds so high class now. Now I feel like I'm underdressed for the conversation.
I always had him sound like that.
I don't know.
Vernie could really change all of that you feel.
Yeah, Vernie and I'm gonna change into a nice, we'll say emerald green ball gown dress.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm very confident in my sexuality. If I want to look pretty, I'm gonna look pretty.
So he approaches you and grasps your forearm tightly in his hand. How are you doing, my friend? It's been quite a while. A few weeks now.
Something like that. Too long. But it's good to have you back by my side, friend.
Well, I'm glad to be here. I look forward to, I've heard the legends, but I haven't seen your prowess in battle yet for myself.
Well, it's gonna be some interesting endeavors we got ahead of us. I don't know if you happen to notice, but the shoreline looks a little interesting these days.
Yes, I have heard. What do you know about that?
Well, why don't you sit on down? Let's have ourselves a little chat, shall we? And I'll order us a couple drinks, and I'm not gonna RP it, but I'm basically gonna get him caught up on the whole situation.
Okay.
Let him know about what's going on with Cortho, or Corey, as some of us like to call it, Cortho, and Zarko, and the whole fact that we know that they have a divine spark that could set the Zeos back. Oh yeah, I'm still rocking the Emerald Ball Gown. That was not a joke. You know what? Oh. Yeah, I'm already dropping frames on the stream again. Hold on, we're gonna kill the stream, but I'm gonna keep recording like we did last time. I didn't get a chance to actually work on my computer since I've been picking up shifts. So we're gonna record, but not stream, because that did help last time. There we go. Because my audio already cut out there for a second. But yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm straight up rocking the emerald green ball gown dress.
Now, I have to say, while I appreciate your finesse in your attire, that's an interesting choice. But what you are telling me is essentially those tentacles in the sky belong to some overgod, and that if we do not slay this illithid, that our world will come to an end.
I don't know if we necessarily have to slay the illithid, but that's probably going to be a part of the plan. But we have to obtain that spark. Without it, I mean, the days are numbered.
This is a very heavy task indeed. But from what I hear, there is now 3 members of the Dark Sons who will be proudly representing us in this endeavor.
True. We got Aaron, our newest specialist, is going to be coming along. Somebody I've known for a while, but he's just recently joined the ranks.
Yes, I heard.
Now,
Well,
in the meantime,
this sounds like it should be a lot of fun.
I think everybody else will be joining us, but why don't me and you talk strategy for a bit? I know you're a very capable individual, but let's see what exactly it is you bring to the table. Now I'll let you kind of see what I can do. And then we're going to have a little powwow.
Sounds
since
fair.
I have to basically be combat ready for Azrael. So that's where I'll be for the time until everybody else joins.
Okay. Oh, and he comments and says, he looks over at you, Philia, and says, so I see you have a new, animal companion. Now, you're not going to be bringing a small puppy with us into the Underdark, will you? I'm just saying, it might not be the best place. I see. Well, do not hold me responsible if anything happens to your animal companion. Now, what is the little guy's name? Well, that's just adorable.
No, he's
No.
a big boy.
As he licks your shin a little bit, which again burns.
You're like, he's a great dog with a few flaws, but he's fine. It's great.
Now, Shiziki and I will retire to talk strategy. But this shall be interesting. As he begins to walk off. Now, where's Aaron right now?
At a forge.
That's right, you're doing your thing. What was that thing again?
You know what the thing is.
You're forging.
Multiple-
Oh, is this?
Yep, this is the mini mechanic box to become one big mechanic box.
Forging
Alright,
or
I'm just gonna
foraging?
be
If I'm
honest with you. You're not gonna have time to finish like 5 of those things in the amount of time
Oh,
that
I
you
know.
got.
Well, he also has Wilhelm and that other chick with him. They're all working at the same
Yeah.
time.
Even
together.
Bill, I'll tell you what. For this instance, you will have. I'm looking up a creature, real quick.
Remember, you can pick the creatures. One was supposed to. One arm is supposed to be, and the one arm is supposed to be a serpent. Other than that, I really wasn't worried about anything else.
Yeah. So for you, it'll be one of the creatures that. This is what I'm gonna count it as for now, since I didn't make a character sheet. It's gonna be one of these like mechanical creatures that's found in Mechanus' home plane, and I'm just gonna use one of those to represent these things.
Okay.
But we'll get to that later if we need to.
But no,
Aaron- oh, sorry, go.
Aaron's pretty much he's pretty much gonna leave Wilhelm and what's her name to fucking finish up while he goes and joins the rest of the crew.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Aaron, while you're there, just a quick thing. You gave me that thing of drugs, right? That one that I put into a dart? I didn't put it in here, I just want to double check. It wasn't
Yes.
Sood, it was the other one.
Yeah, you have Sood, and then you have the other drug, the hallucinogen drug.
Yeah, what
I
was
don't
the
know,
one there, Gavin?
What's that?
What's
What was
the
the-
other drug that's not Sood that we got?
Oh, Hero Dust.
Herodust,
Yeah.
that's right. I have a Herodust dart.
Yeah, you should have one of each.
Yeah,
but
so
the
for
Hero
this,
Dust is what I
you
have
were
in the
going to
background
have
right now.
Pentadrone.
What the hell is pentatron?
And I haven't decided how many of these things you're going to have, but roll a d4.
Oh shit! All right, hold on. Please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Fuck.
All right, you can have one Pentadrone. That's how much you have time to finish.
Yeah. Well, I know how I'm gonna be rolling dice tonight.
No, you're just getting the bad rolls out of the way now, man.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so at the inn, a female dwarf approaches. I guess Aaron's over there now with Philia.
Yeah.
Welcome to Orgrim's Rest. What can I do you for?
Strongest thing you got.
Dwarven whiskey coming up. As she leaves and just brings a bottle. So I heard you're two of those 7 deadly sins, aren't you?
Gluttony at your service. As he grabs the bottle, pops the top off, and starts to drink.
Aye, word's getting around quite well about your endeavors. I just wanted to thank you for what you do. This bottle, it's on the house. And she puts it down on the table.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Aye, not a problem. Thank you. As
You're
she
welcome.
takes her leave.
Sophia, we're about to be on the brink of death once again. How are you feeling about this?
Pessimistic, per the usual. It is what it is.
Yeah, that is true.
But
I'm-
Something tells me that it'll be okay in the long run. It is.
I hope so, because I hope to one day, well, maybe one day retire.
Choice. I've got long days ahead of me before I even think of retiring. I can retire for the night, if it will, but I will not be retiring for a long time.
You hear a voice from behind your shoulder. You two will be marvelous. As you look and see Wilhelm, he walks over and places a hand on your shoulder, and he says, again, I've said it before and I've said it many times. You are the most talented sorceress that I've ever had the privilege of teaching. And Aaron, your skill with a firearm is unprecedented. I know you will be fine. But the two of you, watch over each other. Watch over Shiziki, watch over Dory, even that mage fellow.
Like I said, I have, with my new toy, I have the range to cover everyone and never be seen.
Good.
Use
This
it well.
man, however, suddenly a seasoned fortune teller.
You cannot fault me for having faith in you. I always have and I always will.
I can. I have proven you wrong so many times. But it's good. It's good to have you.
Now, I don't quite have the harrowing endeavor ahead of me that the rest of you do.
Alright.
But regardless, these bones are old, so I will take my leave and settle down for the night.
I appreciate you, Wilhelm, for all the hard work you've helped me with.
And I appreciate you, Aaron. You're a dear friend.
Good
Don't
night,
worry.
my dearest. Sleep well.
We'll get that army of ships up and running at one point in time. Soon.
Don't rush it. You've got more important matters to attend to.
Yes, but if I worry about the important matters...
Would you let the man?
Alright. As Aaron grabs his bottle and pours Ophelia a glass, and starts to drink.
He gives your shoulder a little squeeze and gives you a kiss on the top of your head and takes his leave and goes up the stairs. You can tell he's putting up a front because that was kind of an odd gesture from to kiss your head like that. So
Yeah.
while he
I was like, he's
believes in you, of course, you can tell he's clearly worried.
yeah, it's yeah. I say nothing about it, like it's normal. It's fine.
Aaron just thinks to himself that he knew when he said for us to look after each other, he was telling me to make sure he keeps Ophelia alive.
Yeah, that's one way of interpreting it, definitely.
When he kisses and kisses me on the forehead and goes upstairs, once he leaves the patrol view, I order a drink. Just to calm my woes. Because I know what it means. When Wilhelm's worried about me, shit's about to hit the fan.
Would that be a whiskey, an ale, or would you rather me decide?
Moonshine, if you've got it. Anything stronger than what you've got.
The strongest stuff you've got.
That would be the dwarven ale. If you're thinking you get
Dark.
stronger, drink too much of that, you'll be breathing fire.
That's my plan.
Aaron kind of stands up. Around for the house. Because we never know if today will be our last. While we drink anyway.
All the dwarves in there are already... You see that many of the tables already have a stack of shot glasses, and pretty much every dwarf within sight has a mug of ale. And you just, in tandem, as they all bang their glasses up and raise their...
I was about to say, I'm like,
raise their glasses in the
I
air.
take the nearest mug. I'm like, oi! Slam it on the ground. Yeah.
By the way, the music that you're hearing right now in this, just pretend that's live in the tavern you're in.
Of course. Why wouldn't? Where else would it come from? They don't have a recording session. It's from the jam box in the corner.
Well, as in, like, it's not just
Circa
ambiance. There's actually
1732.
like a fiddlist over in one of the corners just playing.
Yeah, I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, so Aaron buys everybody around.
And they begin passing them out.
Oh.
It's gotta go back to the storage room. The keg. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a heavy one.
I can see Shaziki walking in going, what's all the commotion?
I just bought people drinks. Whoa.
Shiziki, he's in. Well, they're in one of their rooms, I would imagine, upstairs. So. All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you want to kind of fast forward to morning?
We can.
Quick question. So,
Alright.
we're settling down for the evening, right?
Can't follow.
Yes.
Azrael's gonna cast a spell then, I guess. If you let me be able to pick one and choose whatever spells I want to before like he goes to bed for the night.
Yeah. You can pick 21 of them.
Oh. Speaking of, continue. Someone mind me. Okay, continue.
But yes.
My turn.
Yeah,
What's he gonna cast?
You cast it for today, so you'll have it for tomorrow. Yeah, because you cast it to get okay. He's gonna cast Antipathy Sympathy.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll cast it on himself. And since
All right.
Shiziki kind of told him everything that's coming up, he'll make it for against Dwergar.
Ah. Okay.
So, there you have it.
What was it
Is-
he casted?
Antipathy Sympathy. So he is
Oh,
now
okay.
antipathy against Dwergar.
Now, Tony, let me ask your opinion on this. DM to DM. Can somebody get as specific as Dwergar? Like, could they say specifically High Elves, but like Wood Elves are fine?
It depends on the spell.
Antipathy, sympathy. He's using the antipathy portion of it. Basically, creatures feel a strong urge of a certain type to, to just feel the urge to run away from you.
Well, in
Because it's a sub-race of dwarf.
yeah, it says the first sentence. It says this spell attracts or repels creatures of your choice. So, I would say, honestly, if he wanted to be that specific about it, it does say your choice. So
Okay, yeah, I guess that works. All right.
it does say creatures of your choice. So if he's trying to get that specific,
Do you
rather
think he
than
could
just
say
dwarf.
like repel hill dwarfs, but not mountain dwarfs?
yeah, because those are his creatures of his choice.
Okay, then yeah.
Unless it
works.
said like race, then he would have to choose the whole race as itself.
Right. All right, then yeah, you got it.
Go.
So, in the morning,
Oh, wait, hold on. He has to choose something else too, doesn't he? Doesn't he have to choose something that has to do with like some type of creature's intelligence or something?
No, I just had to pick an
No.
intelligent creature.
creature type.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't used that spell in like 5 years.
Just digress so we can move on.
So, in the morning, you rise to the sound of drums as you see that the Order of the Shield and Light, but as well as just the Dwarven army, is all leaving their homes. You see Dwarven soldiers hugging their wives, hugging their children, as they all seem to be already armored up, banners carried, and you see King Rurik Dawnhaven at the head. So the current plan, we will traverse our way through Pike Rock Pass. We will rendezvous with the Gayar army We will talk tactics, and I will convene with the king. And then we will go into the Underdark. Go forth. Protect our lands. Everybody cheers. And suddenly you hear a sound that you weren't expecting. As you hear approaching from the distance, but getting louder, the sounds of roaring engines and flipping propellers of approaching from the west. When suddenly you look down into the crevasse in the city, and you see what looks to be about one Zeppelin, another Zeppelin, until you count about 20 Zeppelins that all have entered the crevasse of the city, which then rise and approach a large designated flat area intended for airship before they all begin setting down. This takes even the dwarven soldiers by surprise, as they weren't expecting this. When they begin to open and you see a astounding number of gnomes who begin in an organized fashion exiting the vehicles. The king walks over and you see before you King Galaton Mechadro as he leaves the airship. Well, King Galaton, we weren't expecting you. A brave adventurer once asked me if I wanted to be remembered as the kind of king who hid away within an iron dome, or if I wanted to be the kind of king who took action. I decided the latter. They kind of begin whispering to themselves as they approach the rest of the troops. Gildale has bravely agreed to assist us in the march. We will depart immediately for Gayar. As the troops begin mobilizing, a large gate in the eastern portion of the city opens, and you see before you there's a reason it's called Pike Rock Pass, as you see a wide stretch of mountain, sort of in a bit of a canyon, that you can see miles off in the distance as it winds its way through a series of mountains before ending at a very large mountain that seems to have a long cave. But the only reason you can see this is because of clear skies. You can tell it's a bit of a walk. But the reason it's called Pike Rock Pass is you see that jutting off of the mountains and jutting out of the ground to the far sides of this is a lot of very spiky rock formations. And of course, you're once again reminded that Stormhaven is named as such when you look up into the sky and see that there's a never-ending storm that is always brewing above the city and above the entire mountain range. So the troops mobilize and begin their march. This is going to take the better part of the day.
So we basically have a second army now.
Yeah.
Not
Thanks
bad. If I do say so myself. I like yours like...
Well, hold on. Excuse me. I had hope in that.
Sure you did, bud. Sure you did. I did like, I was like, an adventurer once told me, like, dude, that was like 2 days ago. But yeah.
That was at, like, the start before you took your, like,
that's right.
downtime.
Yeah, so it's like 2 weeks ago. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But alright, cool. Very nifty.
But yeah, you weren't the only one that convinced him. Thank you very much.
No. It wasn't any one person. But,
it really was.
so one thing that you've noticed is these gnomish
messing.
troops, of course you've seen them in these armaments before. They're wearing their chainmail with plate spalders that have sort of the gear type of design, all carrying rifles, but you've never actually seen the full Geardale military mobilized. And there's a couple things you notice. For one, as you notice, there's a very small percentage of these troops that seem to be walking around in these suits, for lack of a better description. Basically, about 7.5 foot tall metal monstrosity. Where on the left arm they have essentially the entire arm is just it's an arm with a rifle at the end of it. And on the other hand, what they have is like a spinning saw blade, where you imagine it could spin on the other. You also notice that there's a good portion of these gnomish troops that are on these walker-like formations. That only makes them about the same height as a regular humanoid, only about 6 feet tall. But on top of these, you notice that there's one gnome who sits on top of a set of mechanical legs. And in front of them is a clear pane of glass on top of what looks to be a mounted Gatling gun. Where about 90% of the troops are just gnomes, just regular gnomes carrying a rifle and a short sword. So you march for the better part of the day. If you guys had any RP stuff you wanted to handle, you could, or we can just fast forward.
I do, actually.
Okay.
Is Valastrios around with us, or is he off in his other pocket plane?
I would have... Valastrios is there, right?
It depends. Are we walking?
Yes.
Oh, no, sir. I'm gonna summon a steed.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I'm on a shadow steed. Well, it's a phantom steed.
Oh, wait, don't we get horses from these guys? Yeah, he gave us all horses to get down there.
Yeah,
Oh, well then, yeah, I'm on a horse. Never mind then.
yeah, he gave us all horses.
Do we know how long
Okay.
it would take to get to this place? Like, how long it would travel?
About 10 hours. You'll be there in the early afternoon.
Yeah, Aaron's riding on Solomon. Like,
Just to make clear, so we're going to this other kingdom thing, and then we're spending the night?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no,
You'll be
I'm
there
not,
about 2 p.m.
I'm not riding
but-
on a steed. I'll go find, before we leave and head out, I'll go find a large enough rock, and I'll make a raptor. I'm gonna ride a raptor.
You're gonna ride a raptor.
I'm gonna ride a raptor.
Okay.
So, true polymorph, I make a raptor. Like a big old nice velociraptor, and that's gonna be my ride.
Sophia, this is the first time you're noticing this. You see Shiziki pass you, and right as he's passing you in a method that startles you, because you weren't expecting to see this, just suddenly from your left ear, "Rah!"
No, he does not sound like that.
Okay, I can't do a raptor noise, alright? You hear a raptor noise.
He sounds like a raptor that, unlike Gavin, is like a raptor that's gone through puberty already, so he's got like a really cool deep baritone
Nope.
to it.
Stop all
Hold
of
on,
that.
hold on.
Stop.
No, I did not
You
want to make
eater.
this a whole big thing. This is like a Chewbacca convention. We don't need that.
Everybody's echoing and reverbing off of each other. Like,
I go out for
I
a
quit.
light and shit happened.
But yeah,
Trying to light a
and
candle.
it startles the ever-loving bejesus out.
As one should with that noise coming out of somebody's face hole. Alright, so as expected, the fuck. Just literally all my character has to say is just utterly the fuck. And where did you get that? Where did it come from? Whose is that? Is it Joel's? I don't what?
The puppy's already licking his feet.
I made it, and I call him Gibbles.
Siki. It has the worst name for pets.
Gibbles. You've named the massive creature Gibbles.
So Shiziki, I've come to notice that you have a rather strange propensity for reptiles, Azrael says.
And also stupid names for them. Don't forget it.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, stupid to y'all, but I think it's adorable.
Silver. Naming them that way.
The raptor is starting to look rather enamored by the fact that it's being licked in the feet with acids.
Big B. Big B. Stop it. Stop it now.
The raptor snaps in his direction, and he just kind of just steps back with his head low.
No, not you.
Easy, Jibbles. Easy, boy. I'll take
So
off-
he
off
names
onto
his
me.
reptile Gibbles, and you will name your dog Bigby, and he's the one with the stupid animal names.
Quiet you. Mine stands for Big Boy. He's a lot. He'll eventually get to Big. Gibbles, what does that evolve to?
It doesn't.
Nothing.
This is
Giblets.
this is Solomon.
Turkey balls or something. It's nothing. It's oh my god. Bloody Jesus.
I find Solomon to be a fine name. Sounds very high class.
Solomon is a person's name.
Have you heard his
A
voice?
mechanical being.
Ah,
Giblets. Seriously.
hey, the petro. What? Okay,
Jibbles.
what animal is the petrodrome?
And that's what you
What
named it.
animal is what?
What animal is my petrodrome?
Oh, it's not really an animal. It's just I guess a starfish would be the closest thing it looks like.
Dude, what the fuck? It's not what I asked for, damn it.
Then what did you ask for?
Either one of the hawk or the the serpent.
It's the serpent then.
Cool. So I got a serpent freaking, crawling on the ground.
Congratulations, you have an eel. Good job.
I
Quiet,
was just
slimy
talking about what the
slithers
pentadrone
everywhere.
actually looks like, not what I'm basing it off of. But if it was a real pentadrone, it looks like a starfish with legs.
Okay, then. Oh, so the serpent. So the serpent comes up, and I'm like, so what should I name you? Solomon? You should name it. It's closer to you than it's closer to me, so you name it. It's all you, buddy.
I shall name it Salazar.
Salazar. That's a good name. See, Suzuki. Even Solomon has better names.
I'm sorry, but Jibbles is a baller. If you want, I'll name your thing instead of Salazar. I can come up with something for it.
Bibby. Just
By the way, it is a large snake.
Oh yeah, call it Bippy.
It would
I mean,
be
you can
medium.
go on and just make a bippity
Medium.
boppity boop once you get all the other ones in there.
Oh my lord.
So yeah, the snake is a medium-sized creature, by the way, guys. So it's about as big as a regular. It's a big.
It's like
a big
half an anaconda.
Oh my god. I gotta get 12 feet long. I'm like, meh.
Alright, so I'm looking for Velastros.
Okay. Yeah, you see him riding a horse.
I will pull my raptor up next to him. We're riding along. Hey, Velastros.
He is side straddling a horse. Yes. Are you done with your conversation with them?
The raptor is sniffing the horse's neck, and the horse is starting to shift around and act very uncomfortable.
Easy, buddy. Easy. Alright. Hey, I just wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to approach you about something. I had a thought, but honestly, I wanted to talk to you about it. Look, I've brainstormed a few different plans for later on down the road and things like that, and honestly, I think there might be something I might need your help with later. Just because, I don't know, you're a more powerful caster than I am, to be honest. So I just wanted to ask if I ever needed a favor from you later on down the road, what do you think it might take to get a pretty big favor from you?
You would owe me.
Alright. And what would that entail, do you think?
You would owe me a favor. You will know when your favor is due.
Sure, vague enough.
Your favor was pretty vague itself. So
Understandably.
we should meet vague with vague.
My favor, I can't really give you the details just because it's a plan that I'm putting together that hasn't really taken full shape yet. But basically,
Then
would be,
I will not
would
give
need-
you the plans of my favor. We'll just call it a surprise. You surprise me, I'll surprise you.
Fair enough. Now, mine probably won't be for a while. I'll just need a spell cast at a certain time and place.
Which spell? I would need to prepare it. That is what you must tell me.
You wouldn't have to worry about that. I think I already have a scroll for it. So. But whenever I get more details put together about it, I'll let you know. I'm not going to make you agree to something that you don't know the details about. I just wanted to know. I wanted to ask you for a fairly large favor down the road. What am I taking turn? I'm not one to ask for something for nothing.
He outreaches his hand. Let me see the scroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
What is it?
I'm gonna send you a message of it. Nothing crazy. You know what?
To
I'll
the
just say it.
Slop Bros voice channel.
No, I was just gonna send you a message.
Alright,
But you know what? It's
never
mass
mind.
suggestion. I'll just say it. It's mass suggestion.
Well, I do not need to prepare this spell. This spell is remedial. He hands the scroll back.
That's all. Something dead simple.
But you do know the complications of this spell.
I'm familiar with what it is.
The correct literature that must follow along, and the incantations.
When it comes to
spell?
linguistics, I'm very familiar. He'll have to look at the stream later. Yeah.
I just didn't catch what spell.
Well, then you don't get to know. Da-da-da-da.
No. Not a thing.
It's a
Yeah, I
scroll.
was playing DJ.
It was a scroll of mass suggestion.
Ah, okay.
What?
Now, so you know how this spell works, correct?
I'm very familiar.
Well, you just tell me when.
I will. But like I said, it probably won't be for some time. And with that, I'll pull the raptor off. Kind of like put it to the back of the line so it's not, about to eat any of the horses.
Yeah, I mean, it is a raptor, so.
Hey,
And
it was
everything
friendly
that
to me
entails.
and my group for the
Yes.
first hour.
Raptor noises.
Is it a giant pig?
I was
Quail
going to say,
chicken.
Yeah,
it should be my
Pretty
Pretty much
designated
what they
raptor
are.
voice
Better
person.
than like.
No,
Raptor. Pigs are like. Different. Just
Karen is very vocal tonight.
Hey, Gavin,
Not
Yeah,
fun. Okay.
What's up?
check your DMs.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, Shiziki,
Well.
suddenly you feel something touching your back, and then you feel something touching your face. It's very wet and soapy.
Not a dick.
As you see a brush, in fact, a
Is it?
series of brushes that have begun to scrub you and scrub the raptor, leaving a lot of suds and foam behind.
It needs to be a dick. I'm just saying.
Is that
It
the
should have
one
been.
meeting
I'm fine,
or whatever
it's fine, whatever.
from the tournament?
Aaron's over there. Aaron's just laughing his ass off.
And that goes on for about a minute before a large amount of water materializes above your head and just gets dumped all over you and the raptor.
So, Gavin, can I make a perception check with Dorian? 'Cause he's most definitely riding on
Philip McCrotch,
Philip McCrotch and flying.
you see this.
No. I want to see what's going on around us.
Oh, it's about as far as you can see ahead of you. You see intermingled the dwarven military as well as the Order of Shield and Light. Where trailing near the back, you see the entirety of the gnomish military with all of them on those walker. Well, not all of them, but you see the walker things that I was talking about, and a lot of those large mechanical creatures that they're kind of inside of.
How far away are we from where we're going?
Not far, an hour or two.
Are we there yet?
If you want to be.
I do.
Does the rest of you want to be?
Oh, come on. My wash spell was pretty funny. You're an ass.
Yeah,
Are we
you
there
definitely
yet?
saw it happening, and you recognize it.
I had to make light of some kind of situation.
There we go.
So, who just left and joined back in?
No idea.
It was me. My audio cut out for a
Oh,
second.
okay.
Yeah, his audio does that on occasion.
So I'm gonna come up next to Ophelia. Well, I think I made the situation a little bit better. At least this raptor doesn't smell.
It was Good
Oh,
job.
but Sean, your Shizuki's armor is sparkling now. Unless
Okay.
you're still wearing the dress.
Him so right? I'm like him fancy.
I wasn't wearing the dress when we started off, but you know what? Now I'm on a raptor. You know what? I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna put myself in like some safari gear.
Like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like little some khaki pants. No, khaki short shorts.
Could. How about camo print dress? A camo print
What is it, a
ball
redneck
gown.
wedding?
Yeah.
It's always a redneck wedding. Thank you very much.
It's jazz.
It's
I hear
it's not
Philia's
a
suggestion, and that's exactly what we're doing. I'm
There
doing
we
a
go.
camo print wedding dress.
Ball gown. It's the same dress you wore before, but different color / pattern.
I'm
actually.
digging it.
You notice that the dwarves around you have started looking at you, and in typical dwarvish fashion, not even attempting to hide their humor, as just a cacophony of laughs, of dwarvish laughs, just surround you. As yeah, they're all laughing at you in your dress.
Aaron's literally just gonna.
Glorious.
Aaron's gonna put his head down. He's gonna pull his hood up and just kind of, tap Solomon to kind of move up towards the front, away as far away from.
I'm gonna keep rocking the look. I don't care. I know I look
I don't-
good.
I
just
don't know him.
I'm living my best life, y'all.
stop everybody. I point.
One of the
Actually,
dwarves asks you, "Did your mother give you that dress?" As
it's
he
fucking
continues laughing.
heirloom. You fucking respect it. It's glorious. Look at it. This heirloom is not. It's made in this whatever 100 years prior to whatever the fuck year we are. AD whatever. It's glorious.
Yeah, it
Man
would
of
be
pride
800,
and
987.
Sure, whatever. It's fine. As long
So
as they
are we-
know it. it's
Are we
fine.
leading the charge?
No, you guys are
Glorious?
somewhere in the middle.
He's glorious.
Aaron has worked his way up to the front.
Yeah, you can't. That's not going to happen. There's way too many people for you to have to try to move around. I mean, it is packed from one side of the canyon to the other with troops.
Okay, so Dorian wants to be as far into the front as he possibly can.
So, excuse me, pardon me. That kind of
He's
thing.
flying. And
Oh, yeah.
Philip McCrotch.
Oh, well, it's easy for you since you're flying.
Yeah.
You
So-
see that Duncan is at the front of the pack, as well as King Rurik.
I will
Well, he's
fly
not quite
down.
at the front. He's about, like, 100 people back from the front.
So I will
Aaron-
fly down with the Duncan.
Okay.
Aaron's gonna send a servo as far forward past the troops that he possibly can. Like he's gonna take it, activate it, and launch it as far as he can, like a baseball. Boom!
Okay.
He wants sight and far in front of everybody else.
All right.
So that way he knows what's coming before they do.
Yeah, you don't really see any danger. The path between Stormhaven and Gayar, while a decently long one, is pretty straightforward. Now you do see there's some areas where you could turn off to enter the rest of the mountain range, and at some points in time, the canyon walls are a little closer to the ground level. So so that way, like you could go onto the rest of the mountains if you wanted to, but the path is pretty straightforward.
Aaron just wants to know what's in front of him, so that way he can talk to people within everybody within the 60-foot range, so that way he can say if there's any danger and go, we need to stop and be prepared.
Yeah, even if there was, you've got like 25,000 plus troops. You imagine not much is probably going to mess with you.
Dude, I'm just saying, it could be some freaking crazy 300 craft to think that they can, take on 1,000 troops, and they might die, but still.
Maybe.
So I changed my mind. I want to fly down to King Rorik first.
Okay.
And yeah, I just want to fly kind of like adjacent to him, but not like right beside him, crushing other people.
All right. Aye, Dorian. Is the way forward clear?
It looks about right. About as clear as it's going to get, I guess. My king, are you going to need my assistance? Are you going to need my axe?
I believe your axe will be best used in the forward party. I believe you should go with these 7 deadly sins. We can handle the rest. A dwarf of your caliber needs the most important job.
Well, I'll leave the most important job to you, my king.
Nonsense. We may wage war against the Illithid, and even if we were to wipe every last one of their filth out, if the Ilutharid still lives, the world is doomed all the same.
Where will y'all regroup?
We will all enter the Underdark at the same time. You and your companions will be entering through a smaller side entrance into the Underdark. We'll be moving parallel with one another, but we will be taking different paths.
As soon as we are done, I will come and find you, my king. And
Of course.
hopefully, y'all haven't killed them all by the time I get there.
I wouldn't put too much faith in that. After all, a dwarven king always accompanies his troops. And if I'm with them, I just might slay every last Illithid myself.
I will give him the nod, and I will fly forward to Duncan.
Alright. So Dorian, the king appears to have a good bit of faith in you. As do I.
Well, you know what they say, Dorian Stormbringer always brightens the day.
Oh yes, you're nothing but a ray of sunshine.
Yep.
Glorious.
I really didn't have anything to say. The rest of my companions were goofing off out in the back.
Of course.
Yeah. Well. So I'm just gonna nod my head and just keep talking. I'm gonna point at this hillside over here, and then point at this other hillside over here, and nod my head a couple more times. I'm gonna fly back up, and then I'm gonna go back to see what my companion says.
As you're leaving, he says, "Try not to die."
And I will give him the nod, and I will fly back towards Aaron and Shiziki and the rest of the group and meet back up with them, fly a little bit lower so they're within earshot.
Yeah, you can tell he's as cranky as ever.
Oh, by the way, Gavin, that roll is for my beard.
Oh yeah.
You
Well,
forgot.
no, it's a D100 you have to roll.
Oh, hold on. I can do that. Hold on.
So right click on the D10 and click percentage.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm learning my new mouse.
You're
I got
good.
a trackball mouse for Christmas, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, so it is a high. All right, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Roll another D10. That was the first number.
No, that was 8. It was 8 together. I rolled a percentage. It was an 8 together.
Yeah, he got the 00 on the D100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tony, for the bearded dwarven kind, does a low number grow a beard or don't grow a beard?
The beard of
The
Dwarven.
belt of dwarven kind.
Oh, I honestly have no idea.
All right, let me look.
I don't have my DMG pulled up.
Actually, Brandon.
It's every day though.
I
It's
know.
like at dawn. I thought.
Yeah, Brandon. Actually, I'm noticing here. You're not attuned to the belt of dwarven kind.
What? Oh, okay. I should be.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. Pick one of your items to unattune to, and attune to that. You don't use the boots of speed that much or the necklace of adaptation.
Yeah. Just take off the boots of speed. Fuck it.
Okay.
I really don't need it now that I have freaking warp shot. I really don't need the boots of speed.
Yeah, just for some reason I'm not even finding it in your inventory, but regardless, you have it.
Yeah, it says there's a 50% chance each day. So
We've just been forgetting, I know.
yeah, it's low or high. So that's DM discretion. I do low. If it's like 10% chance, 10 and lower. That's how I do it. I think official raw, I think it's high number.
Grows the beard.
But
Yeah,
well,
that's
I
what
think it always follows like 10% chance means if you get a 90 or higher or a 91 or higher, then that's when it takes effect. Or I think according to raw it goes, but I think it's easier just like 10% chance, 10 or lower. That's just easier to remember.
Yeah, so we'll say that you guys have noticed that he's got a rather full-looking bit of facial hair today. Suddenly.
Bruh.
Aaron's gonna pull he's gonna pull his knife out, pull the side of his gun out for kind of a mirror, and start to shave it while riding
Okay.
home.
Roll a dexterity check.
Oh, I got that in the bag. I got a dex check in the bag.
Well, then check that shit.
I am.
7.
Yeah, you slice your
7?
throat and you start bleeding out everywhere. You guys, no, I'm just kidding. You're fine.
Well, with a 7, I imagine you'd be like on the floor somewhere.
Well, I got a 12. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was like with that flex there. I'm like, you lucky.
I mean, I figured I may have like nicked myself by off.
Oh yeah, you got a nick from it, and
Yeah.
shit, have to put a handkerchief to it. But
I imagine
you're
you've got a good couple little paper tissue towels with paper tissue spots on your face.
So while we're on the topic of rolls that need to happen, we also need Felia to roll for her.
Oh yeah, Philia, roll a d20.
What?
Roll a d20. Just a d20.
Sean's walked away from me, so I'm not really clear on why. So what am I doing?
Just
roll
roll
a
a d20.
d20.
Oh, okay. What was
Go for a high number.
that? A 20?
No, that's a 12.
Oh, okay. Then it's this one. Whatcha?
Go for
That
a high
was let's try that again. Whatcha?
Okay, nothing happens.
Damn it. I don't know what happened, but Apparently nothing. No.
Nothing. Nothing happened.
So there is that.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, nothing has changed.
I don't know what.
What,
don't
does
know
she
what I
have a
rolled
belt of Dwarven kind too?
No.
No. She rolled
Why
for
did I-
something.
Yeah, she's gonna grow a wicked beard.
Flukes. Walk out of the bedroom. Flukes.
Okay. Why do you have Big B?
Oh, excuse me, bourbon.
Ophelia, I'm gonna give you a hint. Why do you have Big B?
That's a great question. I can't recall. Like, off game. I don't remember.
Because you got a relic. He comes from your relic.
Right.
So you rolled the 20 for your relic to see what happened.
Oh, is that a thing?
That's a thing.
But I had it permanently. I didn't have to do that every time.
Yeah, just use a luck point.
Yeah, you can't use luck for that one.
Luck
Mm.
point.
Good point. I don't actually have those anyway, but it's.
Oh, just use one of Sean's. He won't know.
By the way, is
He
Nick
won't.
close to getting here?
I'll shoot him a text real quick.
Is that what you're
I think
stalling
it's
for?
solid. Pretty
Well, I'm
much.
not stalling. I said I asked if you guys wanted to fast forward till
Yeah.
to getting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can boop. Any
Yeah,
day. It's cool.
I mean, I'm just here, so whatever you do, man, it's all like I'm three out of the four people that are here, or two of the three people that are here said, "Fuck it, let's do it." And
So fast forward to Gayar.
See.
Stand
Yeah.
for good, buddy. I mean, I don't know where Shaz just went. He
Oh,
walked away.
and
I'm just
Gavin.
downstairs. I'm
Gavin.
still here. Listen.
I can't
What's
hear
up?
him. Hang on. Damn it.
So
he said he's just downstairs.
He,
I will-
that he can
for
listen.
me.
The answer to your question of when we talked when I was on my lunch break at work, that has to do with
What?
the thing that has to do with me and Sean. Aaron's gonna say yes to it.
You're
I
cutting
feel
out.
like I should. The thing which had a question between him and Sean, he says yes to
Oh, okay, gotcha.
that. Yeah, on like the lunch break question,
Oh.
apparently.
Is Sean capable of speaking right now?
What's up?
Yes.
Okay.
I just couldn't hear him. Had to unmute
So
him.
he just reminded me of something, Sean. So on the way over there, Azrael, he approaches you and begins having a conversation with you as he's walking side by side with you. So, Shiziki, I feel like I should let you know that when your business, when our business in the Underdark is concluded, you're being summoned.
All right. By Vivi?
By Gilderoy by Gilderoy's request from Vivi. Yeah. It seems he's grown rather tired of, waiting. It's no fault of yours, as Vivi told you that it was at your own leisure. But as we know, Gilderoy's not the most patient of people, so he wanted you to go now. But after being rather sternly told by Vivi that that was not practical and that was not possible, he stormed off in a tantrum.
All right. So let me ask you: do you happen to have any more details about what it is that he wants?
Well, there's a bit of a vigilante that is sort of been running amok in Gaia.
Nick.
Nick!
Hey, Nick, what's up?
What's up? I'm loading up Fantasy Grounds right now.
Woo! Get
Did
closer
you-
to your mic, bro.
Did you
Um,
read? Yeah, I have issues with volume with him. You just have to turn him all the way up, like I did.
What? Oh, shenanigans.
So yeah, just turn him all the way up, and then you can hear him pretty well.
All right, cool beans. Done.
So, but yeah, Nick, I was actually just about to get to the point where I was going to introduce you. So good timing.
Yeah, you did great, man. We're
So-
like we were at, like Philly was like, so where's Nick? Like, where's he at?
Where's this guy? Sweet.
So, you're actually just catching some of the RP from one of the NPC.
Okay.
So Azrael
Um,
says, so there's been a bit of a vigilante that's been running amok in Angari. And he just so happens to have other day he killed Gilderoy's longest running bodyguard, and he's rather upset about it. He is out for blood, and he wants him dead now. And your job is going to be to kill this vigilante.
I don't know.
It's
Doesn't sound
somebody who has
too
some
challenging.
sort of vendetta against the House of Chance. He's been
That's a long list
targeting.
of people.
Of course, there is. But he's gone a bit further than anyone has managed to do. He's killed several of the people that run the what did I call that
The
place?
raptor races.
The conscripts brothel. A
Yeah.
couple of them have been killed.
Gotcha.
He has interrupted some of the raptor races. One, I must admit, was a rather hilarious intervention by throwing some sort of animal carcass into the ring and rather thoroughly injuring a couple of the enforcers present at the event. But he's beginning to rack up a bit of a body count on the House of Chance, and Gilderoy wishes him removed.
Well. What Gilderoy wants, he usually gets. So if Vivi's approved it, then we'll make it happen.
Aaron's going to talk to Zeke through the aim of telepathy.
You're within earshot of this.
Oh,
Aaron.
okay. When they begin that conversation, Aaron's gonna kind of step up, like he's gonna move Solomon up to be closer. So, is this like a Dark Suns thing or just a Shiziki thing?
Yeah,
This is
it's
a
Dark Sun.
contracted
Yeah.
thing for the Dark Suns. We are sort of hired hands for one of the local crime lords in Angaria. Goes by the name of Gilderoy. Hero dust, sood, cannabis, prostitution. You name it, he's probably got a hand in it.
Hey, Aaron,
Assassination.
this is the guy that runs that other thing I was talking about. The other
Oh,
faction that runs
gotcha.
Angaria.
Well, I will tell you this. Being one that is trying to balance the world, he doesn't seem like one that is too well balanced. So if he has
I'll
to
be the first to tell you that Gilderoy is not a good guy, but he brings in a steady paycheck, and him and Vivi seem to have something worked out.
Here's the thing, I don't care about pay. I care about balance and the natural order of things. So, if he is not a part of the natural order and he does not have any kind of balance in what he does, then I have no problem helping remove him from.
Aaron, aren't you a
the face.
millionaire?
Yes, does not mean I care about money. I'm about to give freaking millions to freaking Wilhelm to get his airship up and running.
So, Aaron, you do realize that this mission, it's not to kill Gilderoy, it's to kill a vigilante who wants to bring his organization down.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just a step closer.
If you wanted to accompany him at Shizuki's approval, you could. But I'm not sure how comfortable are you with getting your hands dirty, because this is not going to be a clean job.
Oh, trust me. I promise. They won't even know I was there.
Shizuki, are you okay with this?
I'll talk to him about it once I find out more details as we go. But if Aaron wants to come, I'm not going to stop him.
Like I said, I
Okay.
have to put my name, even though my name is out there to the world, I have something to prove to the Dark Suns. Me being a new recruit and all.
Aaron, in case you weren't well versed, our connection with the House of Chance, it's not one we tout out in the open. Sure, anybody who visits can see that we're clearly protecting their establishments, but the degree of the relationship between our two organizations is not one that we make common knowledge.
I know nothing.
As you should.
Like I said, even if I did know something, I know nothing. Again, I'm a new member. I know nothing.
I mean, this information is free to you, of course, but I mean, you do know that the Dark Suns, as he quiets his tone a little bit, to everybody else, we're a simple mercenary band. We're soldiers for hire, and typically, when we're called upon, our work is good. But you do know we're behind the scenes. It's not the squeaky cleanest of organizations. You know that, right?
Yes, and I can tell you this. As of what I have done, whether it's you can call it saving the world or not, I'm not saying I've done the squeakiest clean things to accomplish what I needed to accomplish.
Just as long as you understand.
Again, I'm not saying I'm the squeakiest, cleanest, greatest follower of Sylvanas, but I do what I have to do to protect the ones I love and I care about.
And you can definitely do that here as well.
Yes, but getting my hands dirty, I will repent for that if I have to. If
Aaron,
I
I just
feel
want to make it clear, this is not altruistic stuff. This is not protecting the ones you love. This is
I know.
just going and killing somebody that pissed off the guy that has the money. As long as we understand that, then you're on the same page as I am.
I'll do what I have to do. Not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong.
All right, I
I'm
just know
just saying.
you had to think about balance and things like that. So as long as we're not rocking the boat on your philosophies, just wanted to make sure you're aware of what you're getting into. And my audio keeps cutting out. Why is my audio still cutting out?
Justify it that way.
There we go. All right. Sorry,
Like
my
I
audio
said-
keeps cutting out.
Okay.
Like I said, if it is unbalanced, my God,
I can't hear anything. Audio's gone. I can't hear anything.
Uh,
we can
Hey,
hear
there it's
you.
back.
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, that's so
But-
strange then. Okay. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt them.
What all he said was, if he needs to be able to justify it, just tell yourself that this vigilante is striking an imbalance by
Decide that it is not balanced. They will send me to do something to repent of what I have done.
what's up? Okay.
Nope, that is Nick.
What do you mean? What?
Yeah, do you have a set of headphones or something that you can wear?
Yeah, I plugged in headphones. Here, let me try this other set.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to push to talk, brother. Using the laptop or are you using your?
I'm using my phone because I don't know if I have if I have what's it called?
Discord?
Discord on this laptop.
So go
Is
into
this
settings.
is this headset better
No.
or no? Okay.
No, it's the phone. Go into settings. The little gear. User settings.
Yeah.
Okay. Then go.
Yeah, I'm on push to talk.
Sweet.
All right. And okay.
Did you technically introduce Nick?
Okay. So
Well,
Azrael says, but in the meantime, we'll have this conversation a bit more later. It seems as though we're here. As all movement you hear that for about 10 or 15 seconds until it comes to a final sudden thud, and the troops begin mobilizing again. Now, as you approach the entrance to this city nestled within this mountain, you start um
yes.